Tonight I want to talk about Steven Spielberg's first movie. One of the things that interests me about a movie like Duel is, of course, I'm on YouTube, so therefore I am a frustrated filmmaker, not just a motovlogger. But you look at some of these shots and what they had to work with, and the results that they were able to produce. There's one shot I really like where you're actually looking at the side view mirror of the car and you see the truck in the background, and it's just really a kind of a cool shot. You kind of look at it and say, how did they get all of that? These guys, when they were filming this, first of all, they weren't using video; they were doing it on film, and those cameras were big and bulky, and it's just amazing some of the shots they were able to get with that equipment. And it was also prone to failures. Even though this was just a simple movie of the week at the time. I believe the budget for this movie was like $450,000. And you look at what he had to work with, and it's pretty incredible, actually.
And that's two ends.
I think what made this movie so terrifying is that it was very relatable. It was about a serial killer that was coming after you with a semi-truck. It was plausible that it could even happen to you. I didn't really care for Dennis Weaver's acting in this particular film, though. I think some of it was a little over the top, and the exposition that was used in the movie I thought was a little awkward. But other than that, I really loved this movie. It's one of my favorites. Here's another one of those great camera shots. Spielberg did such a great job of making this truck look very menacing. He even assigned crew members to make the truck uglier between takes. There were a lot of little details, like the smoke leaking out of the bottom of the smokestack on the truck and the truck hitting the Plymouth's hubcap. One thing I noticed in the action sequences is most cuts were less than 2.5 seconds or so. The editing was really tight on this movie. It's interesting how Spielberg had the car burst into flames, but the truck didn't explode when it went off the cliff. When I originally saw this movie, I was like 4 years old, and this is the scene I remember: the aftermath of the truck going off the cliff, and the zoom in on that fan.
He's all right.